The following podcast has been recorded by LIM.
From taverns across Chicagoland to St. Joe's Park in Joliet to the world of podcasting, they're upholding the good name of Chet Gunderson and letting the old styles flow. They are the lovely Intoxicated Men. And this is the Lovely Intoxicated Podcast.
What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome to the new year. New year, new me. I'm drinking some mom water. How you doing? All right, folks. We got my main man, Double J, joining us. How you doing, Double J?
I'm really happy to be here. What constitutes mom water? Is that like your wife's tears or
Yeah, she's got a lot of them lately.
oh,
It's
poor
what
Mama
it is.
Gabagool.
She's been watching the Bears with me. She feels the pain. Double J, welcome to the new year. Welcome back to the show. Lil McGee, how you doing, young lady?
Doing great. How are you guys?
Good, good, good. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the new year. And ladies and gentlemen, his second appearance on this here podcast. We needed him to ring in the new year. And this big card that's coming up at Rocket Pro Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Nuke, how are you, sir?
I'm good, guys. How are you? Thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
We love to have you here, sir. You guys over at RPW are coming off a huge show last month. You had Joe Hendry in the house. You guys tore it down. I got nothing but excellent things to say about Rocket Pro Wrestling.
That was one of the best main events I've seen since Rocket Pro existence. That was a great time.
You couldn't have picked a better opponent for Marche Rocket, and you couldn't have picked a better opponent for Joe Hendry. So both guys put on a hell of a show. Now that was wrestling right there. That was 20 minutes, 25 minutes, somewhere in there.
They could have gone an hour. I think nobody would have left.
No, we'd be there till the guys were sweeping, getting us out. Come on, take your popcorn, go home. So we're going to talk a little bit about Resolution coming up January 11th at St. Joe's Park. But before I get into that, I do have some somber news coming out about PX. PX will not be joining us tonight on this episode. This just in from, let me read what my note says. This is from Dr. Theodore Nugent. PX has been placed on the injured reserve list. He's got a severe case of cat scratch fever by account of Ollie. He got into a match. Oh, God. Be careful, PX. I know you're afraid of.
Whoa, we didn't need a criminal in our midst right now, okay? This is a family show. Everyone should be safe.
What is he, the AEW champion?
Yeah, that's Mr. December, but he's 2-0 in the wrestling realm, but he's 0 in Infinity against the Cats. Unfortunate. But the PX get some Neosporin, rub it on the cat scratch fever, and I think you'll be all right. But lady and gentlemen, are we ready to talk about Resolution?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I think a good place to start would be for the Intercounty Championship. The reigning, defending Jesus DeSafio taking on the challenger, the man right above my head, whichever way my head goes, Joseph Von Jaeger. Nuke, if I'm not mistaken, this is DeSafio's first title defense?
Yes, it'll be his first one. And this could be Von Jaeger's last time at DeSafio, so he has to beat him in order to win the titles, because Von Jaeger said, DeSafio said that if Von Jaeger doesn't beat him, he doesn't get another chance. So I don't know. This could be a good one. I mean, they've already wrestled a couple times. This is the rubber match. They're 1-on-1. Let's see who can take it.
Now, these guys could go on forever and battle each other. They know each other like the back of their hands. Okay, they basically grew up in the same preschool for all we know. They know each other. But who knows each other in the ring better, and that will be told on January 11th. Double J, do you have a pick for this match or any commentary you want to give?
Yeah, I think after picking up the big win over Maximus at the last show, JVJ is coming in with a lot of momentum heading into this. He, went up against the odds and came out on top, and I think he's had DeSafio's number before. And I think he's going to ride this momentum into that, especially with Jbek in his corner and the issues that have been happening there. That could potentially lead to the downfall of DeSafio. So I have to go with Von Jaeger for this one.
Short title run.
I calls it like I sees it.
Very short. Now, do we count? Do we just count the days at that point, not so much the defenses?
Yeah.
Lil McGee, who's your pick for this match?
I gotta go for the Suburban German. I think that he's focused. I think that he's ready. I agree with Double J. He has a lot of momentum going into this match, and I think that he's gonna get the championship.
Nuke, are you allowed to give opinions, or are you in our neutral party?
I can give opinions, but you guys remember I am now the majority owner of Rocket Pro Wrestling. So, I mean, I want Von Jaeger to win, but because you know how I feel about the undeniable.
Mhm.
I mean, something's going to happen. I'm probably sure of it. Jbek's probably going to make a stupid mistake. Then someone's going to have to come out and clean up his mess. I'm just going to sit there and watch the match in the back. So I can't pick.
Okay, that's a fair point. Now, one thing I do want to point out, you mentioned his name, Jbek the Bounced Check. I was looking through the card earlier tonight, and this guy appears more on the card than anybody else. He's in the ring more than, he's around the ring, but just as much as the fans, right? He's out there all night. I guess maybe we just glue him to the floor since he's already going to be out there.
Yeah, I mean, he comes out there slow, so maybe we should just leave him out there, right?
Maybe we should just give him a chair so he doesn't trip or fall over while he's out there,
The terrain is unsteady at the St. Joe's Park, okay?
Especially after a few old styles. How you doing?
How you doing? I already got one. Thank you. Thanks for checking on me. I got to go with the Suburban German, and just for that, I'm going to have an Oktoberfest. It's January. We're still trying to get rid of these. So very good German ancestry in this young man.
Well, we just know it's going to be a good match, and can't wait to see it.
A great match. I mean, like I said, these guys could go on forever. And what will be interesting, what comes of this match, we're also going to find out who the number one contender will be after this match. Give me 1 second while I change the picture. Ladies and gentlemen,
this match was made by me.
Wow, the majority owner made another match. This is great.
Yeah.
You're doing a hell of a job, Nuke.
Face first face. I'm going to love it.
I'm very excited for this match. These are two LIM favorites, two friends of this show. We're going to have both of these guys on eventually. That's a New Year's resolution. Write that down. And, let me introduce them first. We've got Cash Money, Corey McHenry. You guys have seen him. He was in IPW Showcase. He was also in the Rocket Rumble, if I'm not mistaken.
He was.
He's got a nice stature. He's very tall. He's very agile. And he's got some killer shades on. I do envy that.
And he took on Ryan Matthews in his last appearance here and took him to the limit. So that was a good one too.
He sure did. Now, I also envy this other gentleman, Disco Ray, Disco. Disco Ray, I like your shades. I like your hair. I wish I had hair. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Disco Ray's first one-on-one singles match in RPW.
Yes, it's going to be his first match. This guy right here, I mean, once the fans see him, they're going to fall in love with him. I'm sure I'll look over there and I'll see LIM doing a little disco.
We love the disco. There's two things we love in life, folks. That's old style and disco.
Mm-hmm. Do we know if Disco Ray is going to be singing any songs from his Christmas album, Dancing Through the Snow?
Oh, don't know.
We should give him a live mic like R-Truth. He could come out and get everyone going.
He sure could. Now, for this match, like we said, Corey McHenry, he's agile. He just took Ryan Matthews to the limit in his last singles match in RPW. To me, I think he might have the edge over Disco Ray. He's got a little more ring time here at RPW, but don't ever count out Disco Ray because he's got the moves. Nuke, I'll start with you. Any opinion on who's maybe the favorite for this match?
Well, this one I can go with because they're both my buddies, and I like both of them. I'm going to actually go with Disco Ray in this one. I think he's going to come in and win his first match at Rocket Pro. So I'm going to start dancing when he wins.
I like that. He'll be batting, I don't know, baseball. 1-0. All right. Then we'll move on to Lil McGee. Maybe you know more about baseball than I do, but what do you think about this match?
Yeah, absolutely not. I don't know anything about baseball. All I know is that they get the home run and go to the bases, and I'm mostly there for the hot diggity dogs and the beer, so but anyway, going with the match, I have to go with Disco Ray. I think he's Spitfire, and I think he's gonna disco his way to a win.
Disco his Ray to a win. I like it. Very nice. Double J, what do you got to say?
Let me interrupt real quick, Double J.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, Gabagool, he's 2 for 2. That's baseball terms.
Well, what's batting 1,000? That's a good.
Right now he's batting 1,000 right now because he's 2 for 2.
All right. So what do we get if we're batting 2,000? That's even better.
Yep. Can't bat 2,000. You can only bat 1,000.
So you're 2 for 2. You're 1,000. Wouldn't that be batting 500?
500's 2 for 3.
Man, you got to take me back to geometry. I was staring at the teacher. We had this. Let me tell you about my geometry teacher. Just kidding. We'll do that on another podcast. Double J knows. He was at the same high school.
Yeah. Anyway, changing subjects, back to the one at hand. I'm torn here. Both men are big up and coming on the scene because Corey McHenry is champion in IPW. He's the alternative champion there. And Disco Ray just recently at Wrestle League won the Proven Championship. So he's reached the mountaintop. He's claimed gold, and now he has an opportunity to become #1 contender for another one. And he might be just riding that momentum. I care deeply about both of these individuals, but Corey is my guy. I have to give it to him. I think he is going to come out on top with this one. He just has that edge, and I always have to support my boy Corey.
I will say this in another company, and we could talk about IPW on this pie. IPW and RPW, there seems like there's a working relationship there. Corey McHenry is he still holding the alternative championship? I should probably look.
Last I checked, he is still he's IPW alternative champion.
He's been a hell of a champion, is what I'm getting at, and I think he's hungry for more gold. And he's got that edge, and he's my pick. I think he's going to come and get this belt in RPW and just go. He's going to be the belt collector of all the local shows in Chicagoland. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's the second match. Now, we do have a third match. There's a couple guys in this match. One was probably still a foe of the LIM, but the other one is almost an unlikely ally at this point, and we cheered him at the last show. Now, who I'm referring to is Joey Roth. Did I ever think I'd see the day where in Rocket Pro Wrestling I'd be cheering for Joey Roth? Hell no, all right? I could probably see my hairline more than I'd see that, but I digress. It did happen. We are rooting for Joey Roth. He'll be taking on Damian Gray. And in Damian Gray's corner is the vicious, ruthless son of a gun, John Bowman. And Joey Roth, I don't know, man. I don't know. You got two. I mean, John Bowman last month when he took on our good friend, the rock star, Johnny Nye, he's just ruthless. That's the best word I can use to describe him. So with him being in the corner, where's my hand? Anyways, it's mirrored. With him being in Damian Gray's corner, I actually am fearful for Joey Roth.
Don't forget about Roxy. She'll be out there too.
Oh, stacking the numbers.
Yeah, so
Bring my earplugs.
This isn't a spoiler by any means. I don't know anything. I'm just throwing this out there. Johnny Nye, if you're listening, maybe you want to sneak down and get in Joey Roth's corner. That might be a friendly thing to do. Start the new year with some good karma.
Are they on good terms yet? I don't
I
know.
mean, Joey Roth. All right, let's take the people back. So last month, Joey Roth slid in the ring and came to save Johnny Nye after the match. So John Bowman, he wins via submission on Johnny Nye, and then we have John Bowman. He puts Johnny Nye in the corner, if I'm not mistaken. You got to remember, I had about 14 old styles by the time this match was happening, and this was only the second match. So think about it. But I digress. He was putting him up for like cannonball, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a chair involved. Oh, my own. And anyways, Joey Roth comes out to save Johnny. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. I get what you're saying. Is the love reciprocated at this point?
We don't know yet. Maybe we'll find out. But if Johnny Knight doesn't come out, I don't know about Joey Roth, man. I don't know. He's gonna have to put up a fight of his life to beat Damian Gray with John Bowman.
Nuke, would you think there's anybody else in that locker room that would back up Joey Roth, or has he burned every bridge?
He's got to prove it to people. I mean, it doesn't even. Has he proved it to Johnny Nye? Has he proved it to you guys? I don't know. Maybe this match will be the match where he proves it.
If he can't prove it in the match, I will. If Joey Roth is listening, I think there's another way to prove it. So you don't prove it in the match. I think if you pay the LIM's beer tab and you buy Johnny Nye a couple good bottles of Blanton's bourbon, I think you'll be on great terms. I think we can look past everything you did in the last few years, and you'll be doing fabulously, right? So, Double J, what do you have to say?
I'm torn. We know I have a deep
You're
history.
I got to interrupt you. You're like Natalie and Berger.
Yeah, I know.
That's a song from the early 2000s.
I'm torn.
I'm a little torn. Good song.
Yeah, but anyway,
Drinking my mom water, listening to mom music.
Mom rock. That's the new wave of 2025, and they got dad rock, and now we got mom rock. But yeah, I have a long history with Damian Gray, and we don't like each other. It goes back to the playground when I would beat him up for picking on the other kids. And I have no love for Joey, but he did come and save Johnny in his time of need, and that means something. There's some respect there, but with the cards stacked against him, I think Damian is going to come out with the victory. And unless somebody comes to Joey's aid, we might be witnessing a massacre.
I mean, like you said, dude, it's tough. People hated Joey Roth for 5.5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I forgot to mention this in the opening, but this show marks the 5th year that I've been coming to Rocket Pro. Now, I know there was a little delay there with the pandemic and whatnot, but I'm just happy. This has been like one of the biggest parts of my life. Besides being a father, all right, and a husband, this is like number 2, okay?
Yeah.
The kid can come number 3. But anyways,
Lil
McGee. Nuke, what do you got?
Oh, I already said. I think it. I don't know. I mean, I think Joey's. I think he's in trouble, man.
Lil McGee, what do you have to say?
I have to agree with Nuke. I mean, 2 against 1, especially with John Bowman in your corner, that's a scary guy.
3 against 1.
Yeah,
Roxy.
I almost feel bad for Joey in a sense, you know? Yeah, I've got to go with Damian Gray and Joe Bowman because unless somebody comes out to save Joey, I think he's going to be in a little bit of a pickle. Somebody better have some ice on hand.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Joliet Fire Department for this one because they're going to need him to come clean up this mess. All right. Joey Roth, I will say a rosary for you. My friend, I don't know if friend is the right word, but I digress. We'll get into the next match. Now, the next match, ladies and gentlemen, for the RPW Zero Gravity Championship, we have the reigning, defending scumbag attorney, Eric Schultz, Esquire, taking on Dreambreaker Aaron Stone. One thing I do want to point out, and I guess maybe it's only on my camera, but it looks like Jbek got cut off from this picture. So
I think you cut him off on all of them.
that's okay. That's all right.
It's a much better image without him, let's be honest.
It's about sometimes somebody cut him off. So Mr. Thin Mints will be ringside in Eric Schultz's corner. Jimmy Kimmel will be the special guest referee for this bout, which we cannot wait. Mr. Kimmel, welcome back. Now, one thing we've talked about on this show, I've talked about it on Windy City Slam. We are seeing a side of Aaron Stone that we haven't seen in Rocket Pro Wrestling. Okay, he is tired of being screwed over. He is a man on a mission. And Eric Schultz, I would hate to be you come resolution, because I think Aaron Stone's going to walk right through you. Guys, I'd love to hear your opinions on this. Lil McGee, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, so I have to agree. I think that Aaron Stone's gonna win. But also with they're the undeniables, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Jbek's gonna do something. He's gonna mess it up with his Thin Mints, but you never know what's gonna happen with the undeniable when somebody's in the ring. So yeah, I don't think Schultz is gonna get results, but he may due to a little messy default.
Somebody better call his paralegal and get those documents ready. Nuke, what do you say about this?
Me? Match of the night.
Match of the night. All right. All right. Coming in.
This is gonna be fire, man. I can't wait. I'm probably gonna lean a little towards Aaron just because he's got that like stone cold Steve Austin mentality going now,
Ooh.
caring about himself and the disappointed, and I mean he's fired up. He wants to prove to people that he's no joke. So I'm gonna give it to him. See what he can do. But match of the night, calling it right now.
I think we all would agree Aaron Stone is not a joke. It's just the cards have always been turned against him, and the undeniable are the cards that have been turned. I mean, it's time after time this guy has been screwed over, and maybe now it's time for a redemption song, right? This little Bob Marley reference. I like your dreadlocks, sir. Double J, what say you?
Yeah, I have to agree with Nuke. I think this will be match of the night, and I think Aaron Stone he's not going into this with the desire to win a championship. I think he is going to try to hurt Eric Schultz. He's got a chip on his shoulder and he's trying to send a message to the undeniable, and taking away this championship is one way to do it, but he also wants to thin the herd, I feel. He's going to want to try to take out Eric Schultz, I mean, all of last season, Schultz was causing him problems and interfering in all of those matches. They've had encounters, and now he's finally able to get his hands on him one-on-one. And I think this mentality is, I don't know how it's currying him any favor in the locker room, because think about with Stone walking away from Sam Knight when they teamed together last month. Like, that increased aggressiveness might help him get his revenge, but what is he losing as a result of that? So that's just something to be careful of when taking on the undeniable, is you lose so much in that aspect.
That was well said.
It was. I mean, if we could bottle that and put it in a bottle, we could have a lot of fucking money. Okay?
It's a great thing that we've recorded this podcast and it'll be out on the internet for posterity.
I thought we were just talking. This is the podcast?
Yeah.
You're shitting me. I would have put on my good wig. All right. We're going to talk about the next match. Enough about me and my beautiful hairline. We're going to talk about the Outer Limits Championship match, ladies and gentlemen. We have a newcomer to RPW. Nuke, I wonder, did you scout this guy out? His name is Sam Eli, and our research tells us he's appeared in CSW, Frontline Pro, NWA Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a couple other programs here and there. But from what what I've seen on Instagram of this guy, I'm excited.
This could be close second for match of the night, because Sam Eli, he's hungry, up and coming. Wanted to bring him in, and I thought maybe he could teach Ryan Matthews a lesson and You know what? I'm going to go with Sam Eli. He's going to win his come in his first match and take the title from Ryan Matthews.
I'm going to agree with you. From what I've seen, the guy can move. Now, I know we could sometimes call it the flippy dippy shit, but he can also picky uppy people. Okay, that's another type of wrestling. Double J, learn about it. Picky uppy people, talking like Baby LaGreca. But no, I'm excited to see Sam Eli. I guess I forgot to introduce his opponent. He's the reigning, defending Outer Limits champion. That is the Ryan Matthews. He will have Jbek the Bounced Check in his corner. Double J, what do you got to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's Sam Eli, big up and coming talent. He's appeared in what IPW, CSW, Frontline Pro, POW, NWA Chicago. The man is on fire on the scene right now. He's watching some of the clips on his social media. Like, I don't know how Ryan Matthews is going to keep up with this guy. He's going to be outpaced and outmatched and outclassed, and I think he's going to be dropping this title tonight.
Hopefully he doesn't get de-pantsed either.
Before we go to Lil McGee, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
I think,
Anything you want to say, we'd love to hear it.
Thank you. I think Sam Knight's probably going to have his eyes on this match too, because he wants a piece of Ryan Matthews for what he did, what he's been doing to him too. So, you know, if Sam Knight might be a big factor in this match, and I know damn well he's going to be watching.
Dude, anytime Sam Knight's in the house, you better be on the lookout because he will put your ass on blast. All right. I can't wait to see Sam. I know this. Well, I'm getting off on a tangent, but I'm a big Sam Knight guy. All right. Sam Eli, Sam Nye. Did you know that Sam Nye is actually is he related to Johnny Nye then?
Eli?
No, Sam
Eli.
Nye. Sam Nye.
Who's Sam Nye?
It's
Sam
Sam.
Knight.
It's Sam Knight, not Gabagool, with a
All right,
K
Lil
and a
McGee.
T.
Little McGee, what do you got? What do you got on this match?
I'm excited to see what Sam Eli. Oh my gosh, so
I
sorry.
messed you up. That was me.
Drinking the mom
Your
water
old
over
size.
there.
I'm excited to see what Sam Eli brings to the table. I think both are very talented wrestlers, but yeah, I do have to go with Sam Eli because I think he's gonna give him 1-2 knuckle your shoe. You know what I'm talking about?
Buckle that shit or you're going to trip, okay? Well, this match just serves as a testament to everything that Nuke's been doing. He's been bringing in all these primetime players, and I'm not talking about the WWE primetime players. I'm talking about Sam Eli, which this way. I'm talking about Joe Hendry. This is just a taste of what Nuke's been bringing to RPW. And, sir, you're doing a great job. We'll treat this as your performance appraisal. I think we're going to give you that raise, all right?
The season's not over.
Well, it's a mid-season incentive to just keep crushing it. Like this next match, ladies and gentlemen, for the RPW Championship, we have Machine of the Three Rings with Ringmaster in his corner. I do apologize. Ringmaster got cut off. And he'll be taking on the champion. Is he still going? Is he still Simply Undeniable, or is he
Simply Undeniable Steve Michaels?
Simply finding different ways to cheat to win? Steve Michaels and the Undeniable Minions with Damien Saint in the corner. Let's have a nice look at our Damien Saint. I don't know how long we have to look at that, so I'm going to change it back because our eyes are burning. Thank you. So, last month we had something interesting happen. I'm not going to get too much into a Three Rings tangent right now, but the Three Rings had a little hiccup in their match. Now, Sinister lost his glove, and it distracted him in the match. And I took it as Sinister's glove is a source of power. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but when the glove came off, he was noticeably upset. He gets rolled up. They end up losing the tag titles. We had the Hipster and
Aaron Arsenal.
Yeah, Aaron, and his partner. I'm drawing him
Wade.
Victor Wade. Thank you. I would never forget little Meister Victor. Now, but here's the thing, Machine. I think he has something to prove to Ringmaster, right? That I won't get distracted and I can get us some belts back. Would you guys agree with that?
For this match?
Yeah, I think Machine's, he's out to.
If there's one person that can take down Steve Michaels, it's got to be a Machine. I mean, this is like two trees going at it, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
you ever see Monster Jam?
Oh yeah.
This is, well, either way, this is Gravedigger and this one's the other monster truck. These guys are fucking bulldozers in a china shop, whatever the saying is.
Yeah. Big meaty men bumping meat. It's what you want, what you pay to see.
This to me is wrestling. I do enjoy the flippy dippy shit, but there's nothing better than two big men just duking it out, right?
Chopping each other down.
Pound of beef.
At like more than 300 pounds of beef, right? That's a big price tag. You go over to Mitchell's over there on Rainer Avenue, you try to get anyways. All right, so
this is the semi-main, just so you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
This is dude, this could be a main event on any card you put it, and that's exciting because this is just the semi-main, so we know there's something big coming a little bit later on. But Double J, let's start you off with this match. What are you thinking?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough test for Steve Michaels. I mean, based on what happened last month with what happened with Sinister and then Grin beating down Shogun, it seems like the three rings are returning to their devious roots. So I wonder if we're going to see a different side of Machine that I personally have not seen. Maybe Gabagool could talk about seeing them before and what that was like. So we've had a bunch of guys for the greater good coming and fighting Steve Michaels and wanting to take that championship away from him. But now we've got somebody who might be competing at that same level coming after him. And how is he going to prepare for that? And depending on how the rest of the night goes for the undeniable, what is the mentality going to be showing up? If everyone drops their titles, what is Steve Michaels going to be thinking heading into this? So I think it's a very close one, but I think Machine might be pulling this one out this time.
I think so. It's if you don't back into the driveway, then you're going to have to pull out. Lil McGee, what do you think about this match?
Like Hillary Duff said, this is what dreams are made of. Well, this is what nightmares are made of.
Yes, Nightmare on Elm Street 6. How you doing, Freddie?
Definitely two huge men going at it.
Big boy?
Huh?
Big boy? He's a big boy.
They got the big boys out. They're gonna wrestle. They better make sure that the ring's good.
Yes. Are
We
we
don't need
getting
that falling apart.
reinforcements? Nuke, can we get the ring reinforced? Because we need to have the main event.
Make it a War Games ring.
That's correct.
But if I had to go with one of them, I have to go with the undeniable Steve Michaels. He came over by the LIM section. I think it was Harvest Havoc. He was challenging Rion. Huge guys. He super scary, so I would not want to go up against him. So that's who I'm going with.
I don't want to go up against them either. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to go up against either. These guys are my nightmare, okay? Sorry, my dad was texting me. Sorry about that.
I'd be
Flash?
squished like a bug.
Oh, I mean, I would be worse than a bug.
Yeah, you'd be bald.
Hey, you watch it. I got a lot of wigs in this closet. All right, so this is semi-main, folks. And before we get to the main event, there's one more thing we got to talk about, okay? Now, we all know in wrestling that contract signings can be very contentious, all right? So I just hope that there's plenty of tables beneath the ring for this contract signing, because what's a good contract signing without tables under the ring or tables in the ring? Somebody should go through a table to make the contract official. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is for a match upcoming in February at the Cupid's Carnage. We're going to have the King of the North, Gunner Brave, signing off on a contract to take on the national treasure, Nicolas Cage.
And the generational treasure,
The
Shaq
generational
Jordan.
treasure, Shaq Jordan. I do apologize, Shaq. And I'm assuming that Damian Saint, he is going to play middleman for this. I
He's
don't
gonna
think
officiate it.
Yeah, I don't think he's capable. I do remember when Damian Saint was an honorable, integrity-based referee, but I don't know what happened to that fine young man because that's not who he is anymore. Okay, we could talk about that at a later date. But for this, we saw something pretty despicable last month. Shaq Jordan came out when it was supposed to be Gunner's match against Quintero, and Shaq Jordan comes out with Gunner's robe. Is that what you call that? A robe, a jacket, his gear? His gear. His hard-earned gear. I mean, it's a beautiful gear. He's wearing it. He had all of us bamboozled. That was the biggest bamboozle of 2024, if I must say so myself. Gunner Brave, if you're listening, sir, I want you to remember that this is still your house. You are the pride of Joliet, and you are the king of the North. Don't be intimidated by these guys, all right? Does anyone have anything they want to add, or do we all agree somebody's going through a table?
I don't know. Maybe this might be a nice conservative one. We'll see. But remember, whoever loses in February leaves RPW, so it's going to be crucial.
Is it really a contract signing if somebody doesn't go through a table?
True.
I just have to ask who is going to hold their jackets at this contract signing, because we had a coat rack at the last contract signing that I was at, and do we know if the coat rack will be present again?
Probably. Damian Saint already said no.
Yeah,
and as majority owner, coat rack doesn't need to be out there for this one. I don't want him to get hurt.
No, he's got an usher for this show. We need him to get people to their seats. Double J, by the way, you're ushering, pal. All right.
Well, how about this? We were picking matches. How about we pick to see who goes to the table if someone does go through a table?
Well,
who do you pick, Gabagool? If someone has to go through a table, who's it going to be?
I hate to say this, and it's almost sacrilege here in Joliet, but it might be. No, I could never turn my back on Gunner Brave. It's going to be Shaq Jordan. All right, Shaq Jordan's going through that table. Double J, who's going through the table?
I don't think either of them are going through the table. I think they're both going to make attempts, but they are such quality talent that they know the reversals, and they're going to send Damian Saint through the table.
That was my pick. Yes.
Yes. That's a good
We're on the
pick.
same page, Double
Yes.
I like that. Let's have one more look at it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him laying on his back through a table. It's going to be
Memorize
great.
Man, you were like reading my mind.
Never. Here's a nice look at Damian Saint.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, God.
That's Damian Saint when he finally loses his job at RPW and he's begging for money. All right. Was that a little too much?
Was that when he was cosplaying as The Undertaker?
Something like that. Lil McGee is who's going through the table?
Shaq Jordan, he's going through that table.
Shaq Jordan. Excellent. Excellent. Well, folks, we got one more match, and it's the main event of the night. And if I'm not mistaken, we might have a little bit of guests coming on.
I think you're right, Gabagool. We have our guest joining us now.
Where are they?
It looks like joining right now.
We'll see. We'll see what comes of this. I think I know who's coming in the door.
Hello.
There it is. The matriarch of the family, the Italian hero, an amazing former majority owner of the Rocket Pro Wrestling, but now she's got to put on the boots. She's got to lace them up. She's got to grab the wooden spoon. She's got to put her boy in line. Ladies and gentlemen, Schelli.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
There she is.
How are ya?
Good. Happy New Year.
Fantastic.
Got me.
She's got me in her corner too, guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, let's not forget. For some reason, my pictures tonight, I didn't have a lot of time to paint them. Sorry, not me. My cousin, Gabagool. He didn't have a lot of time to paint the pictures, so some of the managers and people in the corners, they got cut off. But let's not forget, we will have Nuke in Schelli's corner, which is great. And then in Maximus's corner, well, who cares? But
That's
we
right.
do
Who cares?
we do care. If I
We'll
had to
beat
guess,
his ass too.
if I had to guess, that's probably Damian Saint standing there in his corner.
Hi, Schelli.
What's up, Kev? Hi, Laura. Double J.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Schelli, I guess where I want to start is, how do you prepare for a match against your son?
It's just, there's not a lot of preparing. It's just life. So now I don't have to hold back in the ring. It won't be considered child abuse because he's over 18. So, there's no, just you kind of get what you deserve.
Sure, his comeuppance.
His comeuppance. Got
Gonna get his
this is the
comeuppance.
house spoon. So it's a little smaller. Does the same thing.
Now, Nuke, I know you play a part in some of the matches. Is there any way you can make this a no DQ so the lovely Schelli can bring the wooden spoon and layeth the spooneth down on Maximus?
It is no DQ.
It still is. Okay, that's reassuring. Is that below me? All right, excellent. I can't see the.
You weren't
okay.
sure. It's been a long, rough holiday season.
Well, there was several old styles in between your
And
match
there's
and
that.
your other match. So, okay, so we're talking no DQ. Do we think that Maximus would dare use a weapon against his mother?
He better not.
Do you think he's
Oh,
actually?
God.
Double J.
I thought he was chained outside eating dinner. What's going up?
No.
I told you to put up an ice wall for this podcast.
See, I had my spray bottle. I was ready to just spray in, say down, boy. So, but
You got to throw the can of coins.
So, wait a minute. Why am I in here way after she is?
Because I'm better than you. That's why.
That's got nothing. I'm supposed to be on the podcast. Why are you here first?
I don't know.
It's
Barely
7:30.
know.
That's when.
Yeah, because we haven't seen that for like fucking 3 weeks now. It's old.
This is
He
when
actually-
the dogs
he's
eat
made
dinner.
sure
So we
he's
thought you were
really
still eating.
He's
Oh, wait,
terrible.
I have
He's
a prop.
absolutely, no pun intended, he's dog shit at Photoshop. Let's just
Hey.
put it that way. Because he's
Hey,
at
you
work,
would know best.
not working, by the way, not COD. He's not working. Your employee, Pat Ackerman, is not working.
Hey,
He's fucking doing this all day and
Wait,
looking for
wait.
gifts for Laura's cat.
Listen,
That's what he's doing.
Hey,
Before
don't
you
make me come in there and put this on.
exactly,
Real funny.
you will come across the
Not
hall.
funny.
Real funny. Real funny. Yeah, that's
You're,
okay.
Little
it's-
pinch choker.
It's
That
down, boy.
shuts you right
down.
up.
Down,
I
boy.
do. I do have some somber news that I have to dispel here right now. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but Mr. 2-0 is not appearing on this podcast. Dr. Theodore Nugent had announced earlier today that he is suffering from cat scratch fever, and Mr. 2-0 will not be here. He's putting Neosporin on his entire body. You know how much tubes of Neosporin he
There
needed?
he is.
So, Minimus Orion.
It's a terrible title, by the way.
Minimus, I just got to talk to you briefly about the match because now you're here, so I guess you're
Yeah.
involved. My question before you
Be
rudely
careful.
interrupted: would you dare
Get a better
use-
camera.
Hey,
Me?
No, my mother.
It's fine. It's perfect, actually.
Ugh.
Would you dare use a weapon against your mother in this no DQ main event match? At
Only if she
Revolution?
chooses to stoop low and use one against me.
How dare you?
hello.
Excuse me. If I just said that she does it first, equal rights, equal fights, man.
No, that doesn't apply to your mother.
It does. You wanted the challenge. So what am I supposed to do? Just stand there and let you hit me in the face? That's
Yeah.
not how a one-on-one
Hit
match.
you in the face.
What do you, I don't care. Yeah, bull.
I'll pay to see that.
A slap to the mush to get your attention.
In a full match, you think you're going to beat me in a match with one slap to my face?
No, I
Probably.
said I slapped you in the face to get your attention. It
Okay.
worked.
Now we have a match. So what are you going to do in the match itself that's going to keep me down for a 1, 2, 3,
Whatever I have to.
including using a weapon? And if you do, I'm going to use one against you.
I don't recommend it.
Did you or did you not say it was fair?
Who?
You-
I don't think.
One
I
on
didn't
one.
say
So
it was
wait a minute.
fair.
So you can use a weapon against me, but I can't use one against you. Is that what I'm understanding?
See, that's not right,
That's
Maximus.
exactly
No,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, see,
I didn't say I would use a weapon automatically.
Take the
If
dog treats
you
out of your mouth.
if you use a weapon
Uh-huh.
on me, I am going to use one on you. That is called fair.
No.
How is that? No, it's fair.
No.
You might not like it, but
Parents?
it's fair. It doesn't matter. This is a
Parents?
one-on-one. No. Owner.
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm sorry. You're not even an owner anymore. So now I'm above you. He is, and he ain't in the match.
He'll
Well,
be
fair,
there.
though.
He'll be
But
there.
he cannot legally touch me or the match is thrown out and I win. So what are you
Thought
going
it
to
was
do
no-
about that?
Wait,
That was
where's
no
where?
DQ.
No, it ain't. No, it's not.
Hey,
No.
down, boy, down. Shush. Don't make me get the newspaper.
The
Maximus?
hose.
I
Don't
would-
make me get the hose.
I will take you back.
Oh,
to
It's
the
Maximus.
Stop
town.
He
using
he
movie
gets those
lines on
hoes.
me, please.
I
Layla,
want.
get back in your cell.
Let me get an answer from Nuke on this next question. Maximus, be a good boy
I will be quiet.
and heal.
I'll
Okay.
give you a Scooby snack.
All right.
Those
all
suck.
right.
They used to have those as the dog treats. I tried those when those suck.
Oh, I'm sure because you're a dog. Listen, Nuke. Here's the thing. Where is it written that you can't put your hands on anybody in the match if it's a no DQ?
It's not a no DQ. Never was.
Well,
That
it
was never stated. Look at the match card. It's not a fucking no DQ.
I
Look at the
was-
flyer. Read
I was-
English.
I was under the impression that wooden spoons would be allowed.
Does it say that?
Yes, read the fine print. Oh,
Yeah.
I
You-
sent
Kevin
that
just said it
information in to
was.
be made right here. If Schelli wins, Maximus O'Ryan loses ownership of RPW. That's the only shit on the flyer.
you got to zoom in.
It doesn't say thou shalt not use a wooden spoon.
If it's a
Gabagool.
regular one-on-one match and it was not clarified any other way, then it is a one-on-one match
Nuke,
and there
what do you-
is disqualifications.
What do you got?
Gabagool.
What do you got, Nuke? Let me hear a good answer.
I am not going to get involved in this match. The only way I will is if I am physically provoked, and then it's all on. So I want to sit in that corner and I want to watch Schelli beat the ever living hell out of
That's
Maximus.
going to happen. That's funny you think that. How is that going to happen? How is that physically possible for her to do? You guys fucking, this is, oh my God, you have the odds stacked against you, and I don't even need anybody out there to help me.
Hey, she brought you into this world, man. She could take you out just as
She
easily.
can, and she will. She will. Now,
I'm only,
Schelli-
I'm only out there to make sure Damian Saint doesn't do anything in the match.
You don't
Shelley-
touch
You
me, I
crush
don't
him
touch
into
you.
a fine powder.
so yeah, that's to say the least. Now, Schelli, this next thing that I'm going to say, it's not a question, but it's more of a prayer. Okay, I'm praying to you, Our Lady of Joliet. Listen, we are counting on you. You have no idea how much we're counting on you because you are our last hope. Not to quote, that's a movie I made in high school with PX. Don't ever look for it on
Oh,
YouTube.
God.
It's a zombie flick. But anyways, you're our last hope at this point.
I was thinking more Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Only hope.
We
Sure.
need you to prevail because Maximus has been tainted, all right, by this guy. He's a minion. You've been a minion, Maximus, and you've been a little prick too. And I hope Mama Schelli puts you in check, all right?
Can
Double
I
J,
ask you one thing, Gabagool, please?
I don't know. What's the question?
You guys don't genuinely think that Saint is in charge of me in any way, do you?
Oh, dude, you are his little puppy.
You know I'm his boss, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah, what do you mean anymore? I'm still
You
No,
don't-
Saint.
You're
Are
his
you?
little
I'm
puppy.
still an owner, so yes, I'm still Damian Saint's boss. Nuke, is that not correct?
You are, and I'm your
Thank
boss.
you. I understand. No,
Yeah. Hey,
we're both owners.
But he's
You're not my
majority
boss.
owner.
You mean
I'm
majority owner, which
majority.
means majority owner does not equal boss.
yes,
Yes,
it
it
does.
does.
But it's not equal to you, though.
You can't count?
He has more influence.
I can't. Majority power means he can override me. It doesn't mean he's my boss. That's
So he
wrong.
can tell you no.
Yeah, kind of does.
As of today,
I can also tell him no.
Maximus
No, you
Orion
can't.
is
Yep.
Damian Saint's boss.
All I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yes,
On paper, sure,
I
but
am his
No,
boss. too.
everywhere.
that's not what I see. He's calling
You
the
know,
shots, and you're
He
following.
doesn't. How do you know? Ain't no shots being called out there when I'm out there, except from me.
Who leads the undeniable? Damian Saint, and who's a
Who's
lackey?
in charge of Damian Saint?
Himself? It looks like to me.
Oh, wow.
He's-
That's a horrible picture.
That's not edited in any form.
No,
Move your head.
Hey,
that's like
Okay.
the movie Smile.
but
Woo!
I frown every time I see him. Now, here's the thing, Schelli, you've had
Yes.
big moments in RPW. You had all of us fans on their feet. Do you think that you can recreate a moment such as this when you captivated the RPW galaxy? You had us all cheering your name. You were the hero. Can you be the hero again?
Can you be
I
the
am
one
going to give
in the
it.
number 10 that's standing in that picture?
You're right. Schelli is a 10 in that picture.
Yeah.
No,
I
take-
am going
never
to-
mind.
I'm going to give it
Bring
my
it,
best
Steve.
try. I am going to try and put him back where he belongs. What was that?
Nothing.
You got Maximus. You got to stop.
He's like that bobbing head
Where do I belong exactly?
I don't know.
What do you
in
think?
line.
In line? Oh, in line.
Double
What
J.
does that? What does that mean?
I'll be right back. Double J. if
Does
you
that
can-
mean I gotta? Does that mean I gotta be the savior again? That means I have to be the right arm of justice. Is that what that means? I gotta do all the work and get none of the credit. Is that what it is?
I
You
don't
can be the
need
left
to do
hand if
that.
you want.
I can do that.
That whole picture that he just showed? Who organized that to bring out Nuke and Marche and Shogun? Who organized that to come save your ass?
The Rocket Pro
Kevin?
universe.
No, there is no Rocket Pro verse. There is no. They didn't do any of the organizing. No, they did not.
You know, I wished upon it and it happened. So I think I
There you
played
If
go.
I
that
didn't
in
get them
there.
together and I didn't go out there and do it, they would have lost due to idols issues again.
Well, didn't everybody just do what was
No.
right?
No, I had to rally the troops. You're
I
welcome.
thought you were a dog, not a cat. That was like a ram.
I'm trying to answer your question, but whatever. Thought you were away from your phone, dickhead. Why are you still changing pictures?
And he's on his iPad, okay? So that's not a phone. We need some
Phil.
expert advice coming in. Maybe we could bring in
Guys.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Dr. Phil dropped the phone again. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Phil coming in. I just flew in from my private beach vacation home in the fabulous Wilmington, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dr. Gabagool show. Now, tonight we're going to talk briefly about matriarchal tension. All right, Maximus, I understand that you've got a little bit of an issue, a little bit of mommy issues, Maximus mommy issues, but we're going to cover all that tonight, and I talk about that in my new book, We Got Issues with Mommy, all right? And we're going to get through chapters 1 through 6 right here on the program, okay? Right now after this break, we're going to hear from some of our sponsors. Double J, do you have any sponsors you want to promote tonight?
Yes, folks, tonight's episode is brought to you by Carter Comics, your one-stop shop for all your comic book needs. You could use a 10% discount code LOVELYIM, that is LOVELYIM, for 10% off their entire storefront, including their eBays, which are linked at the bottom of their website. Again, that's Carter Comics, your one-stop shop for all your comic book needs. Dr. Gabagool, back to you.
Thank you dearly there, young lady. Listen, here's the thing. We're going to talk about you, Maximus. This is all about you. So anything you need to get out on the table, all right? Because if you keep up this attitude, that little bald spot on your head's going to be looking like mine on my front. Okay? You need to get
Pretty likely.
in line, son. You need to fall in line or fall the fuck out of here. All right? Because we're getting tired of your shit. All right? Give me a second.
Wow.
All right. Oh, everybody, get it under control. We're live. Maximus, where do these issues start with your mom, Schelli?
It's no issue. They put themselves in the match. I didn't do that.
Maximus, a lot of what you're telling me right now is just lack of accountability. All right, and I talk about that in my new book. Maximus will not be accountable for his actions.
You got a book named after you.
He's got 18. It's a series. This season has been very troubling in the RPW.
It has been.
Now, Schelli,
Yes,
are you prepared to put your boy in line?
I am.
And how do you plan to do so?
Well, I just guess we'll have to get in there and shoot from the hip. I have to see what he's bringing to the table.
It's
Maybe
not
bread.
Thanksgiving dinner.
No, that was in
Not
that
allowed to
was
answer
in
that.
there.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that. Maximus, you have ruined 2 family holidays at this point. Anything to
Yeah.
say for yourself?
Not really. I didn't really ruin anything for everybody else. It got ruined for me, but I didn't ruin anything for
That's
everybody
true.
else.
I will stand up for Maximus here. He didn't ruin Christmas. Christmas was in fact saved because Santa beat the shit out of him, and that was
That's so funny.
that was the best. You gotta I like to watch that footage in the morning to really motivate me to have a great rest of my day because Santa
Cool.
is always looking out for you.
Double J.
I guess that's better than somebody having to dangle a Twinkie in front of your face to get you going.
Hey, whatever, man. I have a full head of hair, and it's great.
At least
Double
I
J,
can
I
fit through
do.
a fucking doorway.
I can
Hey,
turn sideways, okay, and it fits just fine.
Deal with WD-40.
Double J, I do want to compliment you dearly on your lovely hair and your beautiful waves that you have in your hair. Now, Maximus, I wanted to clarify. When I said you ruined 2 holidays, I did not refer to Christmas. You ruined my Arbor Day just by being an undeniable minion that you are. Okay, my Arbor Day was ruined.
I don't even
Now,
know when that is.
Well, get out your calendar book and look it up. All right, I talk about that in my new book. We need to pay attention more to these trivial holidays. But because Minimus Orion keeps fucking around, we can't pay attention to Arbor Day anymore. All right, Minimus? Okay. So where do we go from here?
Hey, that was April 26th.
You already ruined it.
How did I ruin it? That was when I was feuding with Ryan Matthews.
Because you ruined it in 2025, son. Your behaviors.
Oh, 20. All right, but we didn't get there yet, though.
But your behaviors are beyond the control of your parents. They're beyond the control of the company. Your friends here in the, what is this group called again? The Lovely Intoxicated Boy. What is this? Anyways, they're trying to get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends. Boy,
they were pretty hesitant, though. Took them a long time to even decide what to do. Then they had a trial, all because Travis T couldn't keep his mouth shut and had to say, "What are we gonna do for Turtle? What are we gonna do for Turtle? What are we gonna do for Turtle?" Meanwhile, everyone in the Undeniable except me, he approves of. He approves of Damian Saint doing things. He approves of Schultz doing things. He approves of Ryan doing things. Steve Michaels doing things. Everybody else in the Undeniable, he's like, "Oh, there's no problem there. Yeah, no, it's great. If they hurt Turtle, they're still okay. But if I do it,
you're an asshole."
Yeah, right. Why? Why am I the asshole?
Well, that's just because
Just lucky,
I feuded with
guess.
Ryan for a whole year. I still don't like him that much.
Yeah, I think I might be able to take a stab at this. I've read it in your book, Dr. Gabagool. It was in the chapter of "You Are What You Eat," and I'll leave it at that.
Maximus.
Eggplant Parmesan?
You'll get it when you're older.
Maximus.
Oh.
I do want to touch briefly on my new book here, laying the law down with your son. All right. Now, page 75.
Yes.
Schelli.
Yes.
It's got a big S. My camera's not working. We're going to have to call ABC7 and tell them the channel's not working. Now, listen, here's the thing. Schelli, you're going to need to bring that wooden spoon into this match, and you're going to need to reprimand your boy. Now, I know it may be hard, but it's for the greater good.
It'll be hard. Not going to be hard to do.
The only thing that needs to be hard is the swift blow to his behind.
His derriere. His rump roast.
I like my picture there. Damn, I'm a nice looking feller. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Double J, if you want to ring in the new year here and anything else you want to bring up to them, I believe Mr. Gabagool or whatever the hell his name is, he'll be right back, okay? We'll be right back, folks.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Gabagool, for your inspiration. We've got a lot of tension here. We got a lot of emotions coming into this match. I'll leave it to you both to kind of say your final thoughts as we, get ready to close out this episode. Schelli, final thoughts as we come close to this match happening next Saturday.
My final thoughts are I'm saddened that I have to do it. I'm saddened that I have to be the one to come in and straighten things out. But somebody has to do it. And if it's going to be somebody he's going to hate, I can take the heat. I'll do it. Got to do what's got to be done.
Parents have to make the hardest of sacrifices.
I'm
Speaking
not
of parents,
right? I'm not here to be your friend.
Just here to make money.
No.
Oh, that was something else. Sorry, that was
Sorry, that was that was another. Yeah, no.
I'll catch you up on what you missed, Gabagool.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Run to the restroom.
All right.
Good thing I'm bald.
Maxie, what do you have to say for yourself?
What do I have to say for myself about what?
Did you not hear what I introduced
yet.
it to final thoughts?
Yeah, but you say, what do you have to say for yourself? Like I just did something recently that we didn't cover.
I'm just prepared because you're gonna do something probably anyway.
I'm not. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not afraid of anything going into this match. I don't understand why I'm in this match, or why both of them with their power couldn't do anything, and why they had to sign it over to somebody else. It really doesn't make any sense to me. They could have just
let her talk. Let her talk. This is our show. This is my fucking.
But
show.
She just got to go.
You know what? You better knock it off with the attitude. I know where you live, and I've seen where you sleep. And your father's gonna cry after he sees what I've done to you. Keep it up.
I don't give a shit if Dad cries. You think I care about that?
I want to hear.
The thing he cries about is when dinner's not ready. The fuck,
Maximus, please. I want to hear from your mother.
We already heard from.
Why? Why did she have to give over her stake? Why
he didn't say it.
Your father, can you disclose that? Is Nuke our last hope to help you in this match? Are we to just fill in the blanks? Is there anything you can say, Schelli?
Well, according to the lawyers, we had to turn over our shares to someone that we trust so that it wouldn't be a conflict of interest when I beat his ass.
And that's fair enough. And there's nobody you could trust more than Nuke, okay?
How the hell is that not a contract of interest? Not whatever
now
the
I'm
hell.
not in charge.
I understand that. Who stunnered me?
I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
We didn't think about physical assault when.
No, but he's not in the match.
The match has nothing to do with it. She just said she couldn't beat my ass because of conflict of interest.
No.
Because they were owners. Now he does, and he's even more of an owner than you were.
The match. There's a match. There's a setup. Couldn't do that.
Listen,
I had power over you. Now I don't. Now the order came from somewhere else.
Well, okay, so let me get this straight. So I lose my power if you win, right? So where does that power go?
The ComEd.
I'll take it.
Think about it.
Kevin.
He's sole owner by himself.
Nuclear energy.
So you're jack shit. You're nothing.
Pretty much.
You'd be like Mr. Burns.
If I lose, you're still nothing.
I'm nothing right now. I gave all.
I get that exactly. So you get nothing. So basically, this is a lose-lose for you.
No. I get to take it away from you.
Right, but then you still have nothing.
What does that got to do with it?
So then we own nothing.
When did a parent not give of themselves for the betterment of their child? I'm doing this to make you a better person. I'm doing this to help.
I was a better person, and clearly it didn't work.
Do I have to come in there?
Hey, I got
clearly it didn't work.
Let Nuke talk.
In there?
Let Nuke say what he has to say.
Hey, if Schelli does happen to win, I could just give her Maximus's shares back. Me and her.
Well, there you go. At least now you have a reward for winning.
You mean.
Which you won't do. I don't understand. I even heard on the what the hell is that stupid podcast with Travis and Turtle? Can you stop talking for like half a second? Can you stop your lips from blabbing for 2 little minutes?
No.
Hey, you will respect Schelli on this podcast.
She keeps cutting me off.
Well, she's your mom. She can do that.
Listen,
okay, then you're not going to get a full explanation out of me if I keep having people.
Oh my God!
I want to say something.
Let Maximus talk and
answer a question.
I want to get this in. Win, draw, or lose, your mother is always a hero to me and the rest of the LIM. She made us proud. Look at this picture. This was one of the.
Oh, is that when I helped out and? saved her, and that's why she won? Okay.
Before you were corrupted by the undeniable.
I'm not corrupted by anything.
You really need to get a reality check, man.
No, I don't need to get a reality check. Why has everybody got to be so I attack Turtle and suddenly I'm the bad guy all of a sudden, as if he's a fucking angel.
He's an endangered species.
Yeah, come on.
Tiny little arms.
He's just a little guy.
He's got little arms.
Full-grown Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cosplayers. You're right, Double J. He is an endangered species.
You just said he's a teenager.
He's not a teenager. Who the hell just said he was a teenager?
You did. You said he's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cosplayer. It's the full title of the show.
Oh, I didn't hear. Cosplayer's not in the title of the show. I watched it growing up.
He's a cosplayer of the show Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Now you're not making any sense. You need to get your facts
40.
straight.
Maximus,
I have my facts straight.
When we were hanging out this summer, you became one of my closest friends in the shortest time, man.
This is all a business decision. I don't understand what the problem is. Why you guys all have a problem with this?
Oh, you want me to show you the problem in one single picture? I can show you the problem.
Yeah, go ahead and show me the problem.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Better let me stand
Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? I don't know.
As long as it's not a stupid PX Photoshop thing that he did while he was supposed to be on the clock.
No, it's my Photoshop. And you know what? This is what the problem is. You're turning into a minion.
No. What is it with the minion? I'm not.
Yes,
I'm in charge of him.
Have you not come out with him and you walked behind him?
Yeah, I have, but that's because when did I walk behind him when it wasn't like Steve's music playing or something?
I saw you guys going to Sam's Club, you little shit. You were walking.
I don't go to Sam's Club. I have a Costco membership. You bald bitch.
Everybody knows that Damien Saint has a Sam's Club card.
I don't go to Sam's Club.
That's why you were there with
sucks. Sam's Club sucks.
All right. I can't win with this guy. You were a great friend. You were.
Why would I like Sam's Club if Costco's the only ones that kept their prices through COVID of $1.50 for a hot dog? Why the hell would I be at Sam's? Now you got me pissed off over the Sam's Club thing.
Hey, you got that dog in you, Maximus? You got that dog in you?
Are we talking about over Costco? Then
I know
sure.
You got that dog in you, buddy. I know you're a bad boy.
Hot diggity dog.
Stop that.
Well, Nuke, is there anything you want to add to this situation?
I'm just gonna,
He hasn't got a chance to see what he thinks about this match.
No, I keep getting attacked and called the dog every 3 seconds.
Let him talk. I want to hear this.
I'll put your choker away.
Thanks.
We will give you 45 seconds.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say about it. I am not afraid of this match. If she really wants to do this, we're going to go for it. If she throws a punch at me, yes, I am throwing a punch right back because it's a match. And in a match, that's what you do. That is what you do. I didn't ask for this match. I was fine doing what I was doing. She asked for the match. She got put in the match. So if I hit her, guess whose fault that is? I won't. Here, let's just put it this way. I won't swing at her until she swings at me. And the moment she does, it's fair game.
Do all moms have like the same superpower? Because my mom used to tell me she brought me into this world, she can take me out. But
she can't. I know she can't. She cannot overpower me. It is not possible. I am 27 years old. She cannot overpower me. Period. She asked for the match. She knows what I can do. All my moves are the same. Everybody has seen my matches before. I beat the shit out of Ryan Matthews. I took Rion to the limit, and I got screwed out of both of those matches by Ryan and by Rion hitting me in the nuts in the other one. I beat Flash for the Intercounty Championship.
That's my fucking dad you're talking about.
That's great. At that time, that was 3 months after he broke my fucking orbital bone.
Well,
so I don't give a shit, dad or not. That was 3 months. I came back. You guys were cheering for me, mind you. That was before he was your dad. And that was 3 months after he broke my fucking face.
Fair enough. He wasn't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I beat him.
Yeah.
I had a broken face in April. I finished that match. Then I got attacked by Gunner and the Idols. I got punted in that side of my head. All after having a broken face. Then I went to the hospital. Then I came back. Then I beat Flash. Then I beat Kings of the Six. Then I went toe-to-toe with Rion twice and took him to the limit. Then all year long, I had a feud with Ryan, kicked his ass, So what's going to make anybody think that I can't beat my mom in that ring? I've beaten Flash. I've took Rhea to the limit. I've beaten Ryan Matthews. I've beaten Kings of the Six. You're telling me now I have no chance now in this match? That's what you're telling me? Like my abilities have somehow changed.
Maximus Orion, I will say this. And Double J, as my underboss in the LIM, I hope you would follow my lead. Maximus Orion, if you lay just a finger on your mother in this match,
it is a match.
Our friendship and your membership.
Wait a minute. You're going to put that on me when
Yes.
she asked for it.
Yes.
You want me to lay the fuck down?
Yes.
That's a load of bullshit.
Are you
That's
not
what that is.
Are you not a practicing Catholic? You can't lay down. You can't just.
Nowhere in the Bible does it talk about a mom putting a match together with her kid. Nowhere does it say that in there.
Have you not read the Old Testament, buddy? It's like chapter 6. Dr. Phil talks about it in his new book. Chapter 4. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Maximus, what I'm getting at.
Go ahead.
If you so as much put your finger on your mother in this match,
yeah,
I can't have you in the LIM any longer. And
what you gonna do about it?
I'll remove you from the LIM. I will.
You can't just do it. We already went to trial. You can't just do it, sir. Sorry.
I'll start a new trial.
You could start a new trial all you want. Why don't we just do this then? I don't know. Start the process now because I know she's going to take a swing at me, and when she takes a swing at me, I am going to put my hands on her. So just there you go. Right now, I'm going to settle the debate right now. If she swings at me, I am hitting her. End of story. She asked for the match. She's a tough Italian, right? The fiery Italian is as the ring announcer says, right? She better be ready. Gabagool, I didn't ask for this fucking match. I don't give a fuck if you were holding a sign for her. I did not ask for this fucking match. She asked for the match. She signed her ownership over. He gave her the match. That's tough shit on them. You got to fucking back them up if you want to, but you can't tell me in a fucking wrestling match that I'm not allowed to lay my hands on the other fucking person. That is fucking ridiculous. Now you could say if you go out of line and hit her with a weapon, then you can say that. Fine. But that I can't put my hands on her in a fucking wrestling match? That is ridiculous. That is beyond ridiculous. It's a match that she asked for. What are you not getting about that?
The last thing I'm going to say, because obviously our friendship doesn't matter anymore.
Oh my God, it has nothing to do with that. Why are you not grasping the fact that these two put her in a match?
Obviously,
what is a wrestling match, Gabagool? Even if I don't punch her, I have to put my hands on her to pin her, don't I? Or make her submit.
Obviously, our matching charm shirts that we had made at the Indiana Dunes this past summer mean nothing to you, so I will donate.
What does that have to do with her putting herself in a match?
I will put this on you. Sometimes family, all times family is more important than wrestling. Family is everything. And if you can't see that right now, then son, I'm afraid you are gone. You are brainwashed by the undeniable.
I can't.
You are beyond safe.
I can't. I can't. What are you not grasping about it?
I think we have a great grasp on reality, do we not, folks?
And what is the reality? What happens when somebody is put in a match against their will against someone else?
I think we'll find out next Saturday at Rocket Pro Wrestling Resolution.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen. Schelli, anything else you want to add before we close the tab on this here episode?
Oh my God.
I'm just listening to the cry, the bitch, the moan.
Not even crying. I am trying to get through their head that did you or did you not ask for this fucking match? Did you or did you not?
Maybe.
No, not fucking maybe. What the fuck is with maybe? Did you or did you not ask to be put in this match? Yes or no? Yes?
Did I?
I don't know. Did you? Because otherwise I'm not going to wrestle the fucking match and I'm no. Did you or did you not sign your power over him so you could be in the match? Yes or no?
Yes.
What? Oh, yes? Okay, so you asked for this match?
More or less.
No, don't stop trying to get around it, Carol. Did you or did you not ask for the match?
I'm gonna.
If
come
anybody
in
wants to
there.
know who Carol is, that's my dad's bitch mother that we don't talk to anymore because she treated my mother like shit. So there you go. So what are you going to do, Carol? Are you going to dance around the actual question?
I'm gonna come in there now and beat your ass.
All right.
Did you or did you not ask for the match?
That was a
I'm
good
going to
enough
start
answer
to call
for
you
me.
Bill. I'm going to start to call you Grandpa's
I'm
name.
coming in.
I'm going to
I'm
start to call you
coming
Grandpa's
in.
name.
I'm going to
I'm
start
coming
calling
in.
you Damian St. Jr. if you keep it up, buddy.
Oh
Oh,
no. There she goes.
There we go.
All
What's-
right, I'm ready.
Oh,
oh,
no.
oh no.
You know what?
Don't even.
Don't even what?
Ladies
Get
and
out of here.
gentlemen,
No.
Beat it.
No.
She did ask for a match.
No. No.
Oh.
Hey.
All right. I think before this is a family show and this is about to get real violent. So I think we need to
And
keep tab
listen.
on this episode. Gabagool.
here's the thing. I want to protect RPW. If you want to see any more of this action, you're going to have to pay to be at Resolution. Nuke, thank you for being on the show, my friend. It was great to have you. And anytime you are available to come on, we'd love to have you. We love talking RPW. We love everything you guys are doing. So keep up the fabulous work. And thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys so much for being our top fans. You guys make our shows really good. Keep coming and supporting.
We're never going to leave. They have to call security to get us out. Lil McGee, thanks for being here, my friend. Double J, what do you say? Do we close the tab on this episode?
I think we close the tab on this one.
And with that being said, shut up, Santino, and welcome to 2025.